Well, hey folks, how's everybody? Hope you're all well. Welcome back to the channel. Need a little how-to here today. This is a flea market score or flea market purchase. It's a little Craftsman 2.2 36cc. Bulb was just rotted completely off of it. I guess I could have shown that, but we ain't gonna lose any sleep over it, I don't think. We're just gonna tear it down and fix it. I don't know that the carb's any good or bad. I've not really looked at the saw. It does seem to have decent compression pulling the rope, but this is more along the lines, probably going to be like a how-to on the fuel lines, how to install new ones, the purge bulb. I can't believe I didn't notice that. It's a lot of Craftsman saws done this. Well, I think it's the 3.3 Craftsman. When I bought it had that, but the chain adjuster is actually in the bar. I don't know if I like that or don't like it. I'm probably not liking it because it's not wanting to back off, and probably gonna make getting this bar off a pain in my ass. It's amazing what a little heat will do. Probably the original chain. Those don't have a lot more life on them than that to begin with. Alright, get that off. If you've not messed with one of these, it's basically the same saw. It's like your little Poulan woodshark, or like your 2375 Wild thing. This one has had some time on it, it looks like. It looks like we do have 5/16 on those. Get the recoil cover off. This one's actually missing a bottom bolt, or screw rather, on this. That's what they are. They're a little self-tapping coarse screw. You have one out here outside of the purge bulb. And you have two on the bottom, but like I said, one of ours was missing. The one over next to the handlebar. These things are prone for the cases to be stripped. What a lot of us do is just take an old piece of a zip tie or some trimmer string and kind of shove back in the hole, and it gives that screw something to grab onto. But there's our purge bulb. I hope they sent us the right one for this. This one has two Phillips head screws to take it out, one on each side, just like the older Wild things. We got two 5/16 nuts that have to come off. Get this air filter assembly off. These things are pretty simple to work on. They're really easy to modify. They wake up really well. Alright, choke rod, pretty simple. Let's pull it up out of there. Put it in our tray over to the side. Carb linkage. We should be able to slide the carb back some. There is no fuel lines on this at all. They are just rotted completely off of it. There's the car ball. Alright, as you can see, there's no fuel line at all. I kind of missed that. I took the cap off the tank and we had an old strainer in it. So what I've got to do now is off camera go spray this tank carburetor. Hopefully it's the right one. Seems to be the right one. Double wrap. I don't know why they always send 2 of those air filters. We have a spark plug. We do have the correct primer bulb. That is awesome. Carb gaskets, and we got fuel lines. Good deal. Alright, so I've got you'll have 2 fuel lines come with this kit. One's bigger than the other. You got a small line, big line, neither one's big, but this rear one is for your purge bulb. What I've done, I've just grabbed it and pulled at least a little bit down in the tank. You don't need a lot because that's all it is. It's a return for the purge bulb. Alrighty guys, again, small line over here into the fuel tank to the carburetor. It'll go to this side of the carburetor. You'll have another small line that comes off of the carburetor on this side that goes to the suction side of the purge. This big line will go to the other side of the purge that pushes to push the fuel back into the tank over here in this corner. Strainer on, we're going to push that back in the tank. That excess line will be okay. Put our cap on, hope that it doesn't leak and pour. That's kind of something common with these things as well. Alrighty guys, maybe you can see how those lines are routed. Again, the small line will come out of the left side of the tank. It will go around and up into the carburetor for the fuel inlet. You will have another small line that comes out of the suction side of the purge bulb and goes into the left side of the carburetor. Now I did have to modify this one a little. It was kind of sticking straight out. I had to bend it in a little bit to clear the throttle linkage. Whether you have to do that or not, depending on what carb you get. If you reuse the original one, which is what I probably should have done, you won't have to do that, but I had to on this one. Big line comes out of the push side of the pulse, the purge bulb, back into the tank on the right side. You don't need much of it in the tank. It is what it is, but I'm going to button this back up off camera. Just kind of rinse and repeat. Put it back on how you took it off. We've got a little air filter housing in the recoil, and hopefully this thing fires up and runs. Noisy clutch bearing. Folks, I'm going to call that one a win. That did clean up to be a good looking little saw. Those of you that are interested might want to see it. Stay tuned, hit the thumbs up, turn on the notification bell. We will modify this saw. But anyway, hope this might have helped somebody. You folks have a great day.